What's going on, everybody? I hope you had a fantastic weekend and you're enjoying your Monday morning so far. This is MYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm bringing you the BKN Game Recap for the Brooklyn Nets as they took on the Detroit Pistons yesterday evening at 6 p.m. in Detroit as the Nets look to win their sixth in a row. And that's exactly what the Nets did. The Nets are just on a roll right now as a basketball team as they were led by their two superstars throughout this game, and the Nets are now won 6 in a row. They have officially 7 games over 500 as they win this game last night by the final score of 124 to 121. The Brooklyn Nets are rolling right now. What can I say? Even when they got out-rebounded 41 to 35, even when they got even though they only gave up a little bit more assists, and they had more personal fouls and turnovers, 24 personal fouls to 19, compared for the Nets compared to the Pistons, 13 turnovers compared to 8 for the Pistons. This team is still finding ways to win, and it's all led by their two superstars, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And this team was actually down at one point by 17 points by the half. They were getting dominated by the Detroit Pistons at one point in this game. But the Nets continue to play with that resiliency. They continue to go out there and they shoot a high percentage from the field. They shot 55% from the field last night. 55%, even though they gave up 48% from the field. The defense had probably one of their worst games in this stretch. But at the end of the day, the Nets needed their superstars to come up big when this team was struggling, and that's exactly what their superstars did. In fact, only one other player scored in double figures in this game last night besides Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Only Royce O'Neal, who had 11 points in this game last night in 32 minutes from 4 for 6 shooting and 3 for 4 from the three-point line. He's the only other player on this team that scored in double figures for the Nets. Otherwise, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were absolutely phenomenal last night. Durant was 14 for 22 in 36 minutes. He was 3 for 5 from the three-point line. 12 for 13 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds and 2 assists, 1 steal and 2 block shots. He did turn the ball over 6 times, so I'm a little bit discouraged by that. But he had 43 points on the night. Kevin Durant helped lead the way, making key jump shots, hit some three-point shots, driving to the basket, getting the foul on the other team. Kevin Durant was one of the biggest reasons why this Brooklyn Nets team was able to go out there and pick up a more difficult victory than it should have been against the Detroit Pistons, the worst team in the NBA. But the fact of the matter is, even when the others and the people are struggling, Durant went out there and he did the job. And that's ditto for Kyrie Irving. 34 minutes, he was 13 of 23 from the field. 5 for 10 from the three-point line. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. He also had 6 rebounds. He had 3 assists. He had 1 steal. He also had 4 personal fouls and 4 turnovers. But at the same time, Kyrie Irving also went out there and he played good basketball. That's what the Nets needed to do, is have their star players go out there and lead this team when the rest of the team was clearly struggling. Because besides that, Claxton had 6 points and 7 rebounds. He did have 3 block shots. Claxton was more of a force on the defensive side of the court. Otherwise he had probably one of his off games in terms of shooting. He only shot 4 shots from the field. Ben Simmons, he had 4 points in the game, although he had 8 rebounds and 8 assists. He got the job done in other aspects of the game. He did have 3 personal fouls, but he had no turnovers in 25 minutes. 2 for 5 from the field was Ben Simmons. Like I said, Royce O'Neal, 4 for 6 from the field, the only other player in the team that scored double figures. And the bench pretty much gave him nothing. I mean, Markieff Morris played in 6 minutes. He shot the ball once. He made it in for 2 points. Otherwise, nothing else on his stat line. Joe Harris, 1 for 4 from the field. 1 for 3 from the three-point line in 18 minutes, 3 points. 1 block shot. You need more from Joey Harris. TJ Warren, he only had 6 points in the game last night. 3 for 4 from the field, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. 1 rebound. He had 1 personal foul. 6 points. Yuta Watanabe, 1 for 3 from the field. 1 for 4 from the field. 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 block shots for Watanabe. He did do better on the defensive side. He had 3 points in the game. Edmund Sumner in 17 minutes. 1 for 4 from the field. 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He also had 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 5 points. And Seth Curry, 9 minutes, 1 for 3 from the field. 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. 1 assist, 1 personal foul, 3 points. Now, while the stat lines don't look that impressive, you also have to look at the fact that this team got it done in many different aspects. And when the team needed to towards the end of the game, they clamped down. And that's what you want to see from your basketball team, is they're going to clamp down in the end and be able to go out there and pick up the key moments. Get the key defensive stops when this team needs it. And let your leaders, let your superstars carry you to the finish line. It's clear as day this team was struggling in terms of the other players getting it done on the basketball court. But because of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving being so efficient from the field and going out there and pretty much putting this team on their backs, leading this team to victory, that's what helped put the Nets over the top. This was a very ugly win for the Nets. Very, very, very ugly win. But at the same time, that W is going in the win column. There's no L in this game last night. It was a W. So even if it's ugly, you take the win any way you get it. Plain and simple. Nets went out there and they got the job done. And now they have a 2-day layoff heading into this game on Wednesday night against the Golden State Warriors. So I'm curious to see what the Nets are going to do against the NBA champion Golden State Warriors, who have been struggling themselves this year. So the Nets can go out there and make it 7 in a row against Golden State. And they're finally going to be home after this long road trip. Nets have done impressive. They went out there and they handled their business on the road trip. 4-game road trip, swept all 4. 6-game winning streak. The Nets have won their last 10 of 11 games. And they're now 19-12 on the season, having the chance to hit 20 wins on Wednesday when they take on the Warriors. So it was an ugly victory, but your 2 superstars carried you and put you on your back. Or put this team on their backs, and this team went out there and got the job done when they needed to. Good win by the Nets. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Turn on the bell for notifications of the next video or short that's going to be dropping on the channel surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. Let me know in the comment section too what you guys think about this Brooklyn Nets victory yesterday against the Golden State Warriors. Against the Detroit Pistons. 124-121. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving carried this team to victory. And what you look out for the Brooklyn Nets as they head into a battle against the NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, as the Nets look to win 7 in a row and try to make it 11 out of their last 12 as we head closer into the Christmas break. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday. Take it easy, and let's go, Brooklyn Nets. Remember, it's a Nets world, and we all just live in it.